I don't think I can be a lawyer anymore, because practicing law in America at this point is no different than it would be practicing law in North Korea or Iran. We the people cannot win. The deck is always stacked against we the people in this nation that ideologically was founded on we the people, and yet in reality was founded on white supremacy, genocide, slavery, and misogyny. The deck is always stacked against us at every level. Local, state, federal, at every level. The government wins over 85% of criminal cases. Why? Because they choose which cases go to trial, not the defense. The defense doesn't choose. The government, state and federal, choose what cases go to trial. And they also cherry pick what evidence is given to the defense. They're not supposed to. Legally, they're supposed to turn over everything, especially anything that could be exculpatory. But they don't. They turn off body cams. They edit body cams. They do all sorts of nonsense. And the scary thing is, in CPS cases, the state wins far more than 85% of those trials, because no judge wants to rule fairly in a case in case something bad might happen later on. In fact, I've heard jurors say that's why they convicted people, because they weren't sure he was guilty, but just in case. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you vote for anyone at the local, state, or federal level who is, quote, tough on crime, then you are a sheeple and you are part of the problem. Because every politician, every judge, everyone who gets a vote and they run on a platform that they are tough on crime, all they have done for decades, for the last century, is erode our constitutional rights. You know, every time I post something about the law on here, people are real quick to come back and say, well, our constitutional rights, yeah, you have voted those away by voting for people who are tough on crime. That's one problem with this next presidential election. They are both tough on crime. Now, obviously, I feel like one candidate is far superior to the other. But let's not forget, we have one candidate running on, he'll be tough on all Hispanic illegal aliens. And we have another candidate who was the top cop in California. They're both running on tough on crime. That is dangerous to all of us. And do not come on here and say it's not dangerous to me because I don't break the law. Have you sped? We all have. Have you ever gotten behind the wheel when you knew you had one drink too many? We all have. The fact of the matter is, any of us can be targeted for prosecution at any time by anyone. And if they target you, they are most likely going to win, no matter what your defense attorney does. I just got a ruling in a case that was absolutely, utterly unfair. I sent it to the appellate court, and they affirmed it because that's all they ever fucking do. People always think, well, if I lose a trial, I'll win on appeal. No, you fucking won't. No, you fucking won't. Because all they're there to do is manipulate the law to uphold what the trial court does. And boy, did they manipulate it this time. Someone said to me, I'm sorry you didn't get the result your heart desired. That's not what this is about. This is about the fact that once again, this case has proven that in this nation, if you are a rich white man, you are going to get a fair result. If you are a rich white woman, you might get a fair result. If you are a person of color or poor, you will never get a fair result. Not ever.